I did a thing on Twitter where I said that 1 like equals 1 film that I recommend, and too many of you liked. So this is what we have now. This is Gemma's quickfire Filmé. 20 of my favourite films, reasonably quickfire as I can do them when I just tend to blab a lot. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go in time order, starting from oldest film to newest film. So, number 1, Alien, 1979. A bunch of people go to a planet and really fuck off the locals. Ripley is the original badass woman, especially when she shouts to a giant fucking alien, "Get away from her, you bitch," and you just... Silence of the Lambs, 1991. It's a film that attempts to answer the age-old question, is it a good idea to get a serial killer involved in my crime? To which the answer seems to be no, and definitely not if your profiler is delectably edible for said serial killer. The Piano, 1993. A woman who's mute goes to an island in the middle of nowhere, it rains a lot, she plays the piano a lot, she inevitably falls in love with the person she's not meant to fall in love with. Lots of sexy stuff happens. It's a good film. Pulp Fiction, 1994. You've probably seen the corner of the poster of this film, vaguely in the corner of my videos somewhere. People who are all arseholes, including the director, who also is in the film, ruin a lot of things. And you kind of like them at the same time anyway. Romeo and Juliet, 1996, so the Baz Luhrmann version. The whole thing just basically tells people how stupid teenagers are, and honestly I agree. Baz Luhrmann made Shakespeare cool. I'm not saying that Shakespeare hasn't always been cool, but Baz Luhrmann made Romeo sexy. I'm also not saying that Zeffirelli's Zac Efron isn't sexy as well, but I mean, The Matrix, 1991. People discover the secret of the universe, and that secret is that there is no spoon. It is the original mindfuck. Honestly, it turned out that we're all living in a massive computer-generated world. I would be like, great, well, if we can just restart Trump, please, that would be fantastic. And now come all the kids' films that I grew up with. So Atlantis, The Lost Empire, 2001. It's a great, undervalued Disney film. Victorians find the lost city of Atlantis. Milo, who's the main character, is a sweetheart, and Kida, who is the princess of this lost island, and she's basically the original Daenerys Targaryen. There is nothing not to love about this film. Treasure Planet, 2002. Treasure Island in space. Science? What science? Jim, the main character, is voiced by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Captain Amelia, who's the cat lady who falls in love with the dog man, voiced by Emma Thompson. Lord of the Rings, the entire trilogy, 2003 to 2005. A lot of short people go to try and destroy a ring. This film gives me a film orgasm every single time I watch it. Orlando Bloom in a long silver wig, what's not to like, huh? I feel like I have a thing for long-haired silver protagonists. That, honestly, it was not a surprise. Peter Pan, also 2003. Oh my god, that boy is hot. My film choices are not dictated by who's hot, but saying a lot of these things, I do realise how sometimes it does have an influence. What can I say? I'm human, okay? Every single time at the end, they all have to say, I do believe in fairies to save the day. My mum used to say it to me when I was younger and it used to make me cry. To go into a vastly different genre, Kill Bill, 2004. Definitely not Peter Pan. Uma Thurman, in a plastic yellow suit only she could get away with, wields a katana and kills everyone she sees, including Lucy Liu. Includes the iconic theme tune. And that's all you really need to know. Jumping the wagon again, Pride and Prejudice, 2003, has no correlation to the plotline or the characters of the original Jane Austen Pride and Prejudice, but it's so nice to look at that it doesn't matter. Keira Knightley on her swing. The cinematography of Pride and Prejudice could make Cowpat look good. Stardust, 2004. A man falls in love with a star. It's one of my favourite films ever. The cast in it are amazing. Claire Danes, Charlie Cox, Robert De Niro as a gay pirate named Captain Shakespeare, Michelle Pfeiffer, Henry Cavill, Ricky Gervais, Ian McKellen, Rupert Everett, David Williams. It is the most beautiful love story you will ever watch in your entire life, and Tristan Gervais so much as well, and it's just so good. The King's Speech, 2010. A king, he can't speak, but he has to give a speech, so how does he do it? There was no part of it that wasn't constructed just to get that Oscar. I'm sorry, are we 5 more minutes? Okay. Getting a little bit too excitable. How to Train Your Dragon, 2010. Hiccup is a loser, but he gets a dragon, which is really cute, which makes him super cool. That's the moral of the story, guys. Also, incidentally enough, he literally out Neville Longbottom when it comes to how much puberty did him good. Under the Skin, 2013. Scarlett Johansson goes around Scotland picking up a load of hitchhikers, and then they all disappear into this strange black group. What's she doing with them? She's eating them because she's an alien. Wow! It's fucking deep. It's weird. It's one of my favourite films ever, actually. The book is also really good as well. I recommend the book. Pride, 2014. A bunch of gays and a bunch of Welsh get together. I apologise to any Welsh people who actually watch my videos. That was a terrible Welsh accent, but there we are. It includes the phrase, "There's one thing I've always wanted to know about lesbians. Why are you all vegetarian?" Mad Max, 2015. For the first 5 minutes of Mad Max Fury Road, you can keep up the pretense that this film is actually about Max. And then after that 5 minutes, they're like, yeah, I give up on that now. Furiosa. Furiosa, she's the main character. It's a feminist, post-apocalyptic western with big cars instead of horses. And every single time Furiosa is on screen, it gives me another 20 years of my life. Star Wars Rogue One, 2016. It's a bunch of rebels. They try and fight a war and get the starship plans. You've all seen Star Wars. Gotta admit, guys, having morally ambiguous protagonists is like my secret favourite thing, hence why I'm unfortunately really getting into Hannibal. I don't know what that says about me. And last but certainly not least, Wonder Woman 2017. Is this whole video a massive ploy so I get to talk about Wonder Woman? Maybe. Wonder Woman is a superhero who is genuinely just a nice person and who does things not because they have a tragic past or they have to make up for their past actions or who is kind of roped into doing something. No, she's just a nice person who wants to help a bunch of World War II soldiers with the war. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So those were my favourite 20 films. What are some of your favourite films? If you like this video, please give it a like. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!